Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for Boston. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And Freddie Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Williams in at the 5. And for the Pistons, Ivy and Thompson are the 2 and the 3. Harris and Duren together in the middle. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. Still extremely early on, Grant. But talk about when coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together and if they can produce consistent results.
Easiest work of the night for Duren. He barely had to elevate.
White finds Brown. On the wing, Tatum. The 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Harris, and Harris throws it down.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Now here's Brown. In the game against New York, very impressive. Cunningham against Simons.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Tim, you've been vocal in your praise for Cade Cunningham, and rightfully so.
Well, B.A., on any given night, Cade can be the best player on the floor. He scores, he makes plays, he rebounds, and he processes things quickly. He always seems to be under control.
That free throw good from Cunningham. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Tim, talk about what Tobias Harris has brought to the Detroit Pistons.
Well, Brian, he has just stabilized them on the floor. And Coach Bickerstaff said it best. Harris knows what the game needs, and he has the versatility to get it done.
First one falls for him. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times, and he just gets the job done.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Williams finds White, and stolen by Cunningham. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Back to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. Pass to Duren. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
Here's White. Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
Now here's Cunningham. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. No good from the wing.
Well, they missed one after 4 straight makes. Still a good start to the game.
Last season, the Pistons winning a few playoff games for the first time since 2008-10.
Yeah, that's right. In the preceding 16 seasons, only 3 playoff appearances, and they were swept each time. This is a long time coming for Detroit. A team now that can not only make the postseason, but potentially make some noise.
First one falls. And Williams drops them both. The Pistons have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Harris finds Cunningham. Here's Duran. Thompson with a screen. On the wing, Thompson. He shoots a 3. Tatum pulls it in. Boston's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Brown, that's good.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Ivy against White. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Knocks it down from distance. Cunningham's got 6 points.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. The Celtics, second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Here's White. His last outing, he had 24 points. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Here's Cunningham, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. So it's Boston now. It's a 3-point game, and this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Brown scanning the floor. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Terrific initiative from the swing man. Brown is smart at understanding when to look to score inside.
Tatum against Harris. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harris.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. So it's Boston now. Trailing by 2. On the wing, Tatum. And he hits it to tie the game. And that's 10 points for Jason Tatum.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Cunningham against Pritchard. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 10 points.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Boston has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Curran with a steal. Ivy passes to Harris, and down it goes. 2 points.
Well, that's the thing about Tobias Harris. You think of him as a high-value 3-point shooter, but historically, he actually takes a lot more 2s.
And Pritchard, here we go. Brown passes to Pritchard. Tatum from long range. The rebound by Detroit. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Celtics trail by 7. Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
And the Pistons with possession here. Following the 3 by Boston. Cunningham passes to Harris. Detroit moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. And Harris throws it down.
Well, if Tobias Harris sees a lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Tatum. Duren with a rebound. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 6-point lead. Detroit shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for your Pistons, Thompson. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That free throw misses. And the Pistons making a change here. LeVert's checked in. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Boucher's checked in for Williams. Minot comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Shireman comes in for White. That one misses. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Minot. Finished off the break.
Love the old school finger roll. It's just a graceful move.
Detroit has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. There's Cunningham with a 3. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Oh, he's on the attack, hitting 6 of his last 7.
Out to the right wing. Here's Minot. Off target from 3-point range.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Yep, that one's good.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
There's 53 seconds left in the first. Pass to Boucher. The shot comes out. Good D by Duren. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Here's Shireman. Here's Hauser. On target from range.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Oh, got a piece of it. And Boston pushing it up now. Pushing it up now. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
1 shot.
Pritchard against LeVert. Pass to Robinson. Here's Holland. Here's Stewart. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
And their ball pressure has been a major story in this one. Their ability to create turnovers and then turn that into offense. What a huge difference that has made.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Sam Hauser. Then it's Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the 4. Now here's Stewart. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson finds Stewart. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Celtics trail by 7. Outside, Brown. On the wing, Hauser. Here's the 3. LeVert with a rebound. Detroit has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Here's Holland. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Detroit shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Sasser's checked in for Jones.
First team foul.
One shot.
At the line for 1, Holland.
Everyone has their opinion on the game, and some fans believe too many threes are being taken.
Well, teams are going to do what wins games. As far as the aesthetics of the game, does the league office want to make an adjustment? We'll just have to wait and see. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
LeVert passes to Robinson. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Monday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Darius Garland and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, that one will mark game number 6 for them in the NBA season. We'll see if there are any adjustments between now and then to the rotation.
Green's checked in for Detroit. Pritchard finds Brown. Now here's Hauser. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Hauser's got 6.
And we've watched Brown evolve his game. Playmaking has been at the forefront of his development.
LeVert with the ball. Pass to Green. 3-pointer. The shot by LeVert, no good. Celtics trail by 7. Brown inside, working on Green. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown gets the inside finish.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And the Pistons with possession here. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. For the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Ivy comes in for Green. And Cunningham subbed in for LeVert. Boston also changing it up. Cadis checked in for Boucher. And it's Tatum in for Minot. Boston on D. It's a 5-point game, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Cunningham against Pritchard. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Pass to Robinson. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 5. Tatum with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Tatum passes to Pritchard. From 12 feet, Tatum can't hit.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
Well, that's why he's an all-star. When Cunningham gets going, there is no answer defensively.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside Tatum. Three-pointer Pritchard. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Pritchard's got 6 points.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Cunningham. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at you.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back to you guys.
You love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report. It's Cunningham with... Oh, man!
Look out below! Wow! Cunningham, that is nasty.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 6. Here's Brown. The shot, no good. Ivy with the defensive effort. Thompson in the post. Pounded by Tatum. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Ivy.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Boston's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Tim, a top 5 pick in 2022. Jaden Ivey battled inconsistency in his first few seasons.
Well, he is an explosive athlete, and at this level, you can't dominate with speed alone. So he's continuing to put in work, and he's making real strides.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Tatum is really a prototypical player for today's NBA. He's a do-it-all wing with great size, an effective jump shot, plus he's got that hunger you want in a star player.
And he makes a first. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel at any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Cunningham outside. Second shot opportunity. Shot clock at 6. And Ivy gets a 3. Ivy's got 6.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Over to the wing. Here's Minot, defended by Thompson. Minot, good.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 22. Lets a floater go. And the layup is up and in. Cunningham's got 24.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Celtics trail by 9. Here's Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Simons against Cunningham. Simons with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. Tatum finds Williams. Fires from deep. Tatum can't hit.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
The open shot by Thompson. The rebound, Celtics.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting an opponent in early foul trouble. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Tatum. Jason Tatum. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
Walsh is checked in for Minot. And so Tatum nails both of them. The Pistons lead by 5. Ivy outside. 1:05 left in the second quarter. Basket counts. 26 points for Cade Cunningham.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Here's White. Williams on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Tatum. White for 3. Pass to Tatum. On the wing, Tatum fires the 3. Oh, Tatum's triple is pure.
He's picking up right where he left off from beyond the arc this quarter.
Cunningham passes to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Harris against Tatum. Here's Ivy. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics trail by 4. It's Tatum working inside.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Here's Cunningham. From the top of the key, he buries it. Cunningham's got 28 points for the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. He's been doing damage on the offensive end all night. 28 points in this one. More 2K action in just a moment.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Checking out the Pistons, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. They've led by as many as 11. Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Here's White. Simons outside. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Harris. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
Celtics trail by 6. And stolen by Cunningham. And here they come. He launches a 3. Harris, that's good. Harris has got 13.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
And the Celtics shooting the rock at 58%. Here's Simons. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, Simons doing a great job creating separation off the dribble.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Brown with it. Now Thompson defending. Brown passes to Williams. Out to Simons. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3. He's got 7.
And that make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
And here's Cunningham. Give him 30. Thompson outside. The 3, here's Harris. And the Pistons, another 3.
Well, I just love that response right there by Harris. You can tell this guy wants to compete.
Here's Brown. Simons outside. The crossover. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Ivy outside. Harris outside. From downtown, he gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Simons outside. Softly drops in the floater. Simons got 11 in the second half.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Here's Cunningham. Ivy outside. Back to Cunningham. Yep, that one goes. 32 points for Kate Cunningham.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Here's Simons. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And Simons showing you a lot of toughness right there. He got inside, did not shy away from the contact, and was able to get it done.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Ivy. Over White. Ivy's shot is off. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Tatum. And Boston again with the bucket.
Well, Tatum has such a natural talent for shooting. Pulling up on a dime is no problem for him.
Cunningham passes to Harris. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Boston with the ball. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. There's Simons with a 3. The shot misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Got a piece of it. White with the steal. By himself. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
And it's Detroit with the ball. They've led by as many as 11. Cunningham passes to Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists in the game.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Celtics trail by 6. Here's Simons. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. LeVert's checked in for Detroit. Boston also changing it up. Boucher comes in for Williams, and Pritchard is subbed in for Simons. And here's Ivy from the arc, and the three-pointer goes. Ivy's got 9.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Detroit leading by 5. Pass to Harris. Shoots over Tatum. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
Yeah, this is Tobias Harris at his best. When he finds a rhythm like he has tonight, he can be really effective offensively.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. White, the pass to Brown. Back to White. There's the 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And there's the screen. And here's Ivy from the arc. And Detroit another 3.
And there's the answer 3 for Ivy. What a nice job getting himself set for that one.
Outside White. Back to Pritchard. The 3 is up. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Pritchard. Tatum's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Duran with a screen on Tatum. Here's Harris. Second chance effort. And Duran lays it in. He has 6.
You have to put a body on Duran. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
White on the wing. Duran with a steal. Thompson outside. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Tatum. Boucher tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half. Getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Duran with a screen on White. White against LeVert. 4 on the clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Harris misses. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
23 seconds left in the third quarter. Ivy against Pritchard. Ivy outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Peyton Pritchard picks one up. Detroit shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
For Detroit, Ivy taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Ivy. Both shots good from the stripe. 5 ticks left in the third. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Ivy.
Well, it's a miracle that pass wasn't picked off. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
Number 8.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Pistons ahead. They lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Boston, they've got Jaylen Brown. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Queta in at the 5, down low. For 3, Robinson sinks it from distance. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Brown, the rebound by Detroit.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Pritchard against LeVert. Outside Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cunningham. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics trail by 7. Oh my goodness! Brown would not be denied!
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Cunningham against Pritchard. Count it. Cunningham's got 36 points.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
Here's Hauser. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Cunningham against Pritchard. Down low. Tries from 6 feet. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Celtics trail by 4. Brown attacking. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Pistons have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he knows how deadly he can be off the dribble. I like the assertiveness Cunningham showed right there.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. The Pistons making a switch here. Harris is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Thank you for that, Allie. From the arc. And Tatum buries it from long distance.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall, really lighting it up.
Stewart, a screen on Pritchard. And here's Cunningham outside. Boston pulls it in.
Well, after spacing the floor for them in the first half, he's gone cold from out there.
Tatum's shot is good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Pass to Harris. Shoots over Tatum. Harris misses.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Bringing that intimidation factor. I love it.
And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Pritchard. Tatum's got 38 points. And it's Detroit with the ball. 4-point game. Outside Robinson. Inside. Soft touch off the glass.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possessions.
Tatum looking it over. Over Harris. Another one falls for Boston.
He's delivering for his team when it matters most.
Pritchard against Cunningham. Beyond the arc. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Robinson. And Jaden Ivey subbed in for LeVert.
Yeah, just an all-around talent. The growth we've seen from Brown in this league has been tremendous. And he's got a ring to prove it.
Here's Harris. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Simons, count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, whatever his coach said to him at halftime, he heard it.
Pistons trail by 9. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
Here comes the Pistons head squad. So does the North man. Get back, Pistons fans. It's the 2-0.
And stolen by Williams. Brown passes to Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Here's Harris. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. 25 points for Tobias Harris.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Boston leading by 10. Here's Tatum. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now. Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
Question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Well, that's going to be tough to copy that. And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Here's the pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. Money from 3!
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
And it's good! He hits another one!
Oh my goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Pistons trail by 14. Cunningham outside. The 15-footer. Oh, the shot is off. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Yes, sir, it's good.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Detroit has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Cunningham fires from 12 feet out. Yes.
Well, that is a beautiful release from Cunningham. He's got that jumper dialed in.
Simons, he gets it to go.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jason Tatum.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Harris down low. Tatum's there. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Ivy outside. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.